Hi everyone! So today's video is going to be pretty much a quick overview on BB creams and some short reviews and swatches and whatnot. So to start off, what is a BB cream? Now the BB in BB cream stands for either blemish balm, or beauty balm. BB creams were originally formulated by a German dermatologist for her patients that underwent laser surgeries or procedures and their skin was sensitive, and BB creams were supposed to supply a light coverage while treating the skin and protecting the skin as well. Then BB creams got really popular in Korea, and that's just pretty much where it all exploded to this BB cream craze and different companies making their own BB creams. Now I first discovered BB creams like 4 years ago, and during that time I was still newly getting into makeup and with foundations and powders and all of that stuff, so I was just, open to try new things, and pretty much I have never gone back to like a regular foundation after I tried BB cream, because when I first started out using makeup I used a mineral foundation, and after a while I wanted to try liquid foundation. But the only two liquid foundation that I tried was this one from MAC and also this one from Revlon, and I did not like either of them. Maybe it's because, I was new to makeup and didn't really know how to apply correctly, but it always looked really thick and cakey, and it just looked like I was wearing makeup, and I didn't like that. And then when I got into BB cream, it was just so much better because it just looked like your natural skin but better. It was just so natural and just blended well. The only problem was that I was pretty dark back then because I didn't wear any sunscreen, and it was really difficult to find a BB cream that actually matched my skin tone because they are limited in color. Now if I were to try to describe what a BB cream is, I wouldn't say it's a tinted moisturizer, nor would I say would it be a foundation, but somewhere in between those two is what a BB cream is. It provides coverage, but it's not heavy like foundation, but it's a lot more coverage than versus a tinted moisturizer. The difference between a BB cream and like a regular foundation is not only the textures and the coverage and whatnot, but also because BB creams generally also have some kind of skincare properties with it. Often is whitening, but not like whitening is like it's gonna bleach your face or anything, but whitening is it's gonna help fade your acne scars and whatnot. Some of them are oil control for like acne prone skin and moisturizing and all of that stuff. So there's like a bunch of different properties depending on what BB cream you get that are supposed to like help your skin improve while using it. It's definitely not a skincare product though, so please don't apply this on at night and like not wash it off. It's still makeup, so you still have to remove it very thoroughly or you're gonna end up breaking out. Now I know that recently some US BB creams have been showing up in drugstores and Sephora and things like that, and I personally have not tried any of them, but from what I've read and come across, people have said that these US BB creams are not truly BB creams compared to their Asian counterparts. They're just pretty much tinted moisturizers with the name BB cream like slapped on the packaging, I guess for, sales or something, advertisement. So from what I've heard, it's nothing compared to the Asian BB creams. So today I'm going to be mainly focusing on the Asian BB creams because that's what I have on hand. Now BB creams come in all different types of formulas, consistencies and whatnot. Just to name a few, there's jelly, there's cream, there's balms, powders, and then there's color correcting ones with the beads and everything. So there's quite a bit to choose from depending on your skin type and what you're looking for. So now I'm going to jump into the BB creams that I own and just talk a little bit more about them. Now my first BB cream ever was this one from Etude House, and I did not like it just on the fact that it was too light for me. So I never really used it enough to see how it was. And then I also, after that, did more research on BB creams that are more fitted for darker skin girls. And that's how I came across these two. The first one I'm going to show you guys is the Leger White Multi BB Cream. Honestly, I really don't even know why I still have these 2 bottles. These are so old, probably expired already. So I'm not really sure how like I'm talking about consistency in swatches, how accurate it'll be to like a brand new product. But yeah, so this one is actually one of the darkest. Oh no, I lie. It's one of the darkest ones I had in the beginning. It comes out pretty dark as well. So this is the Leger one, as you can see right here. It looks pretty dark, but as you start to blend it in, it lightens up quite a bit, as you guys can see. So this is how the Leger one looks like. Creamy, nice, and if I remember correctly, this does dry semi-dewy, not a matte finish but a dewy finish. So that's how this one looks like. Yeah. Now, from what I can remember with the Leger one, it did have a gray cast. Usually a lot of BB creams do have the gray cast, but it does disappear as you blend into your skin and as it oxidizes and whatnot throughout the day, well, depending on which one you get. But with this one, I really don't know how it would look like now on my skin since I'm much lighter than I was before. I don't really want to find out because this is old. I want to end up like breaking out. But before on my skin, I was pretty dark, NC35-ish. It was a little bit still too pale for me. It was still too light for me on my skin during that time. Alrighty, next up is a Missha BB cream. It's their BB cream Watery. And this specific BB cream is supposed to be very moisturizing and it's supposed to really make your skin glow and whatnot with the whole watery concept into it. Ugh, oh my goodness. That just exploded on my skin. Alrighty then, so unfortunately I cannot show you that one because it's disgusting now and it's running everywhere. Okay, skip. I will have to say this BB cream for me, it was my favorite compared to the Leger one. Only problem I had with it was that it did break me out, so I stopped using it. Now, after trying those 3 baby creams, I wasn't too impressed with my experience and I really didn't understand what the whole rave was about these BB creams. So for like a year or two, I went back to my whole mineral foundation and tried some tinted moisturizer, American brands and things like that. And then I actually started picking up on BB creams again when I made a Missha purchase and they gave me one for free and I tried it out. I was like, wow, this is really great. And that leads us on to the Missha Perfect Cover BB cream, one of their most popular ones, and I can understand why. The Missha one was awesome. The one I have right now is in shade 23. It's a little bit too light for me. I do mix it with a little bit of the 31 and it warms it up quite a bit, so there's no like obvious gray cast. Now I did see that they did release a shade 27, which seems to be in between the 23 and 31, so that might work better for me as well. Missha is actually a company that offers a wider range of colors in BB creams versus the other companies that are just like 1 or 2 or 3. The Perfect Cover BB cream, it gives you a dewy finish, so definitely not matte, semi-dewy, very, very great coverage. I would have to say light to medium, definitely buildable. Alright, so this is the shade 23 and that's shade 31. Just to let you guys see how the colors are like. And the color difference is quite obvious. This is very cool and grayish ash tone and this is very warm, so using this alone is gonna make me orange, so mixing the both of them is great. Now the next 3 BB creams I'm going to show you guys are my most recent purchases, and the first one is from Etude House. It's their Precious Mineral BB cream in Bright Fit. This is in shade W24. It has an SPF of 30 PA++. Most BB creams do have some type of SPF in them, such as for the Missha Perfect Cover one, it's SPF 42 PA+++. So a lot more SPF in that one. And this Etude House one is supposed to be whitening, anti-wrinkle, and anti-darkening. Now for the Etude one, I've only used like 5-6 times so far. What I've noticed is that it does have slightly gray cast through it. The shade is slightly darker than what I'm used to. It's not like so dark where it's obvious, but it makes my skin look kind of dull, and I don't really like that. I don't really know if it's because it's the gray cast or if it's truly just because it's just darker than my skin tone. Coverage is quite nice. It covers quite well. Consistency is also very creamy, gives you a dewy finish and all of that. It comes in a pump dispenser just like the Missha one, so it makes it easier to dispense your BB cream. Now you guys might notice with the consistency of this one is actually quite more watery compared to like the Missha one or the Leger one that I showed you, which was a little bit more thick in texture. So this is the Etude House BB cream. Next up is one of those color correcting BB creams, and this one's from MIZON. It's their multi-capsule changing BB cream. It comes in a lavender and a green. I chose lavender and not green because green is mostly for correcting any redness in your face, and lavender is usually for brightening and making your skin look less dull, and that's the reason why I chose this one. I haven't used this a lot, only twice so far, just because I've noticed that it's a little bit too light for me. So I generally don't reach for this one as much. The consistency of this BB cream is also very liquidy, similar to the Etude House one. So as you can see, it comes out looking like this really light purplish color, but as you blend it into your skin, it changes color. So this is the BB cream fully blended out, and it's still very, very light. Another reason why I generally do not reach for the MIZON BB cream is just because you have to do quite a bit of blending for it to like change color, and when I apply my BB cream I use a sponge, so it's more like a dabbing motion and not really a blending motion, so it doesn't really change color that quickly, so it's like Now the last BB cream that I'm going to talk to you guys about is probably one of my favorites other than the Missha Perfect Cover one. It's the one that I've been using the most this summer, and it's the one I generally reach for like every day pretty much, and you guys have obviously seen this. It's the Holika Aqua Petit Jelly BB cream. Now as its name suggests, this BB cream is a jelly based or like a water based BB cream, so it's very, very light. The consistency is, as the name says, jelly like. One of the things I love the most about this specific BB cream is that it dries matte. So I'm an oily girl. My face goes crazy during the summer and it gets really oily, and with just any type of, you know, BB cream, if I don't set it, if it's a dewy finish, it just like melts off. With this one, since it dries matte, it's so good. I love it. Only pet peeve I have about it is that it dries quite quickly, so you have to like work quick before this thing dries. The coverage is definitely more on the light side, buildable maybe up to a medium, but I would recommend this BB cream for someone who doesn't have a lot of blemishes or there's not much that you want to cover. It's more like you just want light coverage, just even out your skin tone, hide some blemishes and things like that, but definitely not for someone who has really bad skin. Like for me, I have really bad acne scarring on my cheeks, and this BB cream doesn't completely make them disappear, but I'm fine with that. It just makes them less visible, and I like the light, you know, feeling of this BB cream. So this BB cream comes in a little jar like this, and you have a little spatula that you pretty much grab the product with. Another thing I love about the Aqua Petit BB cream is that it really brightens up my skin tone. It really makes my face look really nice and bright and like not dull. There's almost like no grayish cast to it at all. And the one I have here is actually in the shade number 2. As for the swatch, now you guys might have noticed that the BB cream looks quite light on my hand, and generally when I first apply it, it does look light, like really light, but I noticed that it actually darkens up like just a few minutes after application. It matches my skin a little bit better than when I first, you know, in the initial application. So by the time I finish with my makeup, my eye makeup, all that jazz, it's just like, it's done, it's settled, it's good. So pretty much from all the BB creams I own, the two that I would definitely recommend for anyone is the Aqua Petite one and the Missha Perfect BB cream. These two are my absolute favorite, and I'll definitely going to be repurchasing them. Now, if you ever purchase a BB cream that ends up being a little bit too light for your skin tone, there are a couple of things that you can do to make it match better. There's two methods that I use that generally work for me, and one of them is like what I did with the Missha Perfect one was I'd mix it with something that's a little bit darker. So I mixed my shade 23 with my 31. It warms it up, it darkens it up, and makes it match my skin much better. And then another thing you can do is actually use some bronzer. When you use bronzer, it pretty much warms up your whole face, so it makes it look less obvious that your BB cream, whatever, does not match your skin tone. The number one thing you have to do though when you use bronzer is you have to make sure that you use it on your jawline and you blend it down, so it's not like you have a streak of bronzer right here and then white and then darker skin tone right there. So you try to make it all blend in. So that pretty much wraps up my video on BB cream. So if you girls have any more questions about, you know, BB cream's application or anything regarding them, please let me know and I'll try my best to answer your questions and help you guys out. And so until next time, thank you for watching and bye!